Hello everyone, welcome to Binary Broom. This is the second video of the Python tutorial. So if you haven't seen the first video, make sure to watch it first, uh, where I kind of introduce the course about the topics that we are going to mention here. And also make sure to subscribe to follow the course and the videos that are about to come. Okay, before we get started on what a variable is and about the naming of it, I just wanted to mention that I'm using Visual Studio Code for my coding. There are dozens of other environments where you can use. Even there are online compilers that can run codes and you can study in them. But installing Visual Studio Code is not that hard. It's quite simple. You just have to download it from your browser, from its own website, and it's quite simple to install. Also, installing Python is simple, and there are thousands of videos on YouTube that explain all of the process. So I'm not gonna include it in this course, but if you needed me to explain it in a separate video, you can put a comment, then I'll make that video. Okay, let's get started. First, we are going to talk about what is a variable. Hello everyone, welcome to Binary Broom. This is the second video of the Python tutorial. So if you haven't seen the first video, make sure to watch it first, where I kind of introduce the course about the topics that we are going to mention here. And also make sure to subscribe to follow the course and the videos that are about to come. Okay, before we get started on what a variable is and about the naming of it, I just wanted to mention that I'm using Visual Studio Code for my coding. There are dozens of other environments where you can use. Even there are online compilers that can run codes and you can study in them. But installing Visual Studio Code is not that hard. It's quite simple. You just have to download it from your browser, from its own website, and it's quite simple to install. Also, installing Python is simple, and there are thousands of videos on YouTube that explain all of the process. So I'm not gonna include it in this course, but if you needed me to explain it in a separate video, you can put a comment, then I'll make that video. Okay, let's get started. First, we are going to talk about what is a variable. A video is a box where you can put values in it. So if we imagine a box, we can put something in it, and it has a label, it has a name where we can put a name to it. So whenever we need that value, we just have to call that name and the value comes back to us. For example, in the code that we are just seeing here, I I made a box named A and I put the value A into it. So whenever I call A, the value 1 is gonna come back to me. And also along this codes, you can learn some other stuff as well. For example, how we can see inside a variable. Here we use print. When we write print and we call the variable's name, we can see the value inside it. So we can easily, when I run this code and I select yes, the value 1 comes back. It's because I placed 1 inside A. If I place 2 and I run the code again, we see that the value 2 comes back. That's as simple as it is. It's not much to talk about here. Also, these names are totally custom, so we can place whatever the name we want to place here. I also added a piece of code here. Yeah. Here I declared another variable named b, and I placed 2 inside it. And here's the mathematical operation. I added these two values to each other and I placed the result inside A. This is like 2 plus 2, and the 4 is gonna be stored inside A, and when I print A, I'm expecting that I see 4 in the output, and yes, that's the value that we see here. So that's pretty much it. It's not much here to talk. There are different types of values that we can place inside the variable that I'm gonna talk about in the next video. About data types, here we just have numbers, we just have integers that we are working here. We can also use minus, or I don't know, we can multiply them. Let me place 3 here so that we expect a different number, and here we see 6, 3 times 2. So yeah, that's it. That's about what a variable is. The next thing that I wanted to talk here is the variable naming. Well, first, before we get into it, I want to say that there are comments in the code. This is the way we can add comments in our code with a sharp sign before it, and this causes the computer not to include it in our code. The computer does not see it. That's only for us and only us, and it's not included in the code. It won't be executed. Whenever we want to execute a code, we just have to delete this sharp sign and the code is added. We can also use comments to explain what is happening in the code. For example, I can say, I don't know, placing 2 inside good var. Here I good var, yes. Here I just explained what's happening here, and this part is not going to be executed. It's just a comment for me, just to understand the code better. I can add it or I can delete it. It doesn't make difference, and that's how comments work. And yeah, that's it. Let's get back to variable naming. Well, we can name variables in a lot of different ways actually, and there are not much limitations to it. The only limits that we have is that the name shouldn't start with a number, so I cannot place 1 in the name of variable in the beginning of it. As you can see, there is an error here. We can include a number in the middle of a variable's name or at the end of it. It doesn't make any error. Also, we cannot include any space in it. It also has an error, cannot be executed. But we can add, I don't know, an underline. I can use as long as names as I want. So it's quite okay. I also added some other names here so that you can see the errors and the okay names. Here the name starts with an underline and it's okay, it doesn't have any difference. Also here it's worth mentioning that the names of variables are case sensitive. So for example, if I say there is a variable I equals 1, and I also can declare a variable equals 2. These two are different because the first word is different. So one of them is lowercase and one of them is uppercase. So there are two different variables, and I can use them both in different places, and the values here don't have effect on each other. They are totally different things. So it's case sensitive, and you have to have this in your mind. And that's this session. I just wanted to talk about the namings and how to use variables. There's also a practice here that I include here that you can use it to practice things that you've learned. The practice is simple. We have two variables. One of them has 1 in it, one of them has 2 in it, and I want you to swap their values. And you can use a third variable as well, like a c value that you can use along the way to swap their values. And this is the explanation of the practice. It's simple. And at the end of this operation, you just have to have 2 inside A and 1 inside B. And this print shouldn't print 1, 2, should print 2, 1. And the order must be reversed. And yeah, that's it. We learned how to put comments in our code. We learned how to see inside values. We use print. We learned how to name our values, our variables, and how to work with them. That's this session. Please do the practice. I'll include the answer in the next video. And thank you. And if you enjoyed the video, please like the video and also subscribe for the next videos that are about to come in this playlist about Python tutorial.